So here we will discuss about PnP PowerShell. So we saw PnP CSUM, how we can use PnP CSUM with SharePoint Online sites. We saw various examples on that. Now it is the time where we will discuss about PnP PowerShell in this PowerShell module. So basically, SharePoint patterns and practices, or the PnP, contains a library which has a lot of PowerShell commands are there, which allows us to do complex operations in SharePoint. So the commands are using CSUM, so it can work on both SharePoint Online as well as on SharePoint on-premises like SharePoint 2013, SharePoint 2016, or SharePoint 2019. So if you'll see here, these are the commands, first of all, to install the module and by using these commands for various SharePoint versions. For example, the first one is for SharePoint Online. Then you can see here, install hyphen module SharePoint PnP PowerShell 2019 is for 2019. For SharePoint 2016, it is install hyphen module SharePoint PnP PowerShell 2016, and for 2013, it is install hyphen module SharePoint PnP PowerShell 2013. So this is actually one way of installing this PowerShell gallery in your system. So if you are using OS Windows 10 or a higher version of that one, then you can just run this command. So there are other different ways that you can also install that, so that we can get it on this URL. But I have also, whatever the file I have, I will share that, and you can download the same URL also. And some of the meaningful, some of the useful commands will also be on there. So here we will just see how first we can set up this, how we can connect to our SharePoint Online sites, and then we will see how we will see also some of the examples on that. So first thing what we will see is we will install this command. So I have Windows Server 2012 R2, and I have also SharePoint 2016 installed on it. But in this machine, we will try to connect to our SharePoint Online sites. So for that, what we will do is we will run the first command, insert hyphen module SharePoint PnP PowerShell Online. So for that, first open Windows PowerShell in administrator mode. So let me just open it. So I will open PowerShell on administrator mode. So let me just search on Windows PowerShell. You can see here, this is what I will open in run as administrator mode. So you can see here, now it is opening on run as administrator mode. So I will run this command. So I will say install hyphen module, and then SharePoint PnP PowerShell Online. So click on enter. I have not installed this one before. Let me just check it. So as you can see, I run the PowerShell version, and it is saying the major version 4. So it should be more than that. Then only you will be able to install that. If it is not there, then what we have to do is you can search for Windows Management Framework. I'll also copy this URL and I'll put in the notepad where you can get it. So once you click on that, then download it, and based on the version. So if you'll see here, I have Windows Server 2012 R2. So that's the reason I downloaded and installing this version. And once it will install, then we'll be able to run that command. Now the problem is, once the installation will be over, it might ask us for restart. So if it will ask for restart, then in the next video we will continue with next what we have to do it. So you can see here also, this is what the installation is going on. The update is being installing. So once it will install, then we'll have to restart the machine. And once it is restarted, then we will start the command again. So what I've done is, once that installation over, now I can open my Windows PowerShell, and I just run install hyphen module and our SharePoint PnP PowerShell Online command. Now here click on yes. So then click on enter. Now what it will do is it will do some installation on that. So once everything will be done, then we can run our PowerShell. We'll try to connect to our SharePoint online sites. So we can use the connect-PnP online command. So now let just first it over. You can see here it is also asking about untrusted repository. Just click on yes. So go here, click on yes, and it will start executing the it will in the behind. You can see here it is started installing things. So once everything will install, then we can run the command. So you can see here it is still going on. So now you can see here it is over this commands. So now we will try to connect to our site. So connect. So we will use the connect hyphen PnP online and space hyphen URL. So what will be our URL? So our URL will be the SharePoint site. So I will type that only SharePoint 2013 dot sharepoint.com slash sites slash SharePoint Sky. And then space, then we have to pass the credentials, so hyphen credentials, and then we need to pass the credential. So I'll say get hyphen credential. So now what will happen is it will ask us the credential. You can see here. So I will just copy it. Sorry, I will just put my credential here on Microsoft.com. So you can see here I put my credential now. So now it should connect to the SharePoint online site. Then we can run couple of commands to see whether it is really returning the values or not. So it is still trying to connect it. So you can see here now it is connected. So I will put some command. So I will say get hyphen PnP list. So if I'll enter, so it should show me the list. You can see here these many lists are available on this particular site. Similarly, if I will type get hyphen PnP site, so it should give me the site. You can see here this is the site URL, and if I'll say get hyphen PnP wave, so it should show me the web details. So you can see here the web title is SharePoint Sky, the URL server relative URL. These things it is saying. Next, what we can do is we can also see how many commands are there already on this one. So on this PnP, so get hyphen command space module, and we will see how many commands are there in SharePoint PnP online. So I will say PnP PowerShell online. You can see here. Uh, so it should be get hyphen commands and then hyphen module. So it should be command hyphen module, and then I can type the command. So SharePoint PnP PowerShell online. So this should be the command. You can see here these many commands are there. So all these are PnP SharePoint PowerShell commands for this SharePoint online environment. So these are the commands. So by this time we saw how we can install it, how we can install our PnP in the system, and then how we can see the commands. And also we saw a few commands like get hyphen PnP site, PnP wave, and if you want to retrieve list or libraries, you can say get hyphen PnP list. So we will see some more examples on this PnP PowerShell also. Okay, so we saw how we can use PnP PowerShell, and what I will do here is I have created some of the PnP PowerShell examples. Nearly 50 are there, 42 is there now. but I'll add some more into that. So nearly 50 examples you will get on. These are not very complex examples, but definitely it will give an idea how we can work with PnP PowerShell. So for example, you can see here, this is the folder, and it has all these scripts are there. So you can just open it in PowerShell ISE or in Notepad. You can see this. So basically, you can provide the username, and you can see here the password, and then you can according to your SharePoint site, you can wherever is required, you can change. You can check this site URL, and these are a lot of commands that you can see here related to Office 365 groups, list, site. So these examples are there. So I'll put these examples in a zip file. You can download, and you can modify the script, you can run, and you can see what is happening on that. So so you will get everything on this zip file. I'll also in future, I will also maybe I'll add some more examples, and whatever PnP related examples, you will get that in the same folder.